Hey there, welcome to Mad Mel's Mic. Thanks for joining me. My name is Melissa and this is a podcast all about me, about my life with PTSD, about my life with a husband and kids and friends and everything in between. Thanks for tuning in. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 15. We have a special guest joining us today, my 17-year-old daughter Rory. So let's get this episode started. So everybody, welcome to episode 15. Why are you
Nothing.
laughing already at me?
No, keep going.
Anyway, this is my 17-year-old daughter Rory.
Hello. I don't know.
My first question is, what is your name?
Rory.
Oh, this is going to be an interesting episode.
Just keep going.
I am going. And how old are you, Rory?
17.
Oh, did I say that already?
Yes.
Okay. So, like when I interviewed Mackenzie, Rory also doesn't have any idea what these questions are going to be, but she's been asked to give a song of the week. So, Rory, what's this week's song of the week?
Oh, I thought you were saying it.
No, you are.
Well, I wrote it down on the poster. It's Escaper by Kingsley.
Okay, and I've never heard this song before, so let's have a listen.
Do you want me to play it for you?
Well, thanks for that song, Rory. I haven't heard it before, so I'm going to have to go and listen to the whole to the whole song. What made you choose that song?
I like it.
Okay, fair enough. Right.
Was I supposed to have some deep meaning behind it?
What's the deep meaning?
No, I'm asking, was I?
Oh, no.
Oh, who is it?
Oh, so once again we're interrupted by another kid. It's annoying, isn't it, Rory?
I never interrupted Mackenzie.
No, I didn't say you did. I just said it's annoying being interrupted.
Okay.
All right. So, like Mackenzie and everybody else in my family, Rory also hasn't listened to
Have
it.
you interviewed Dad?
No.
Okay.
Rory also hasn't listened to any of my podcasts, which is perfectly fine because you live it with me.
Do you want to know what she told me? When she first released it, she told me not to listen to it.
Well, I just think it's very raw and I'm very vulnerable, but you can listen to it if you'd like.
Well, what would you tell the internet that you wouldn't tell me? Yeah, think on that.
That's quite a valid point.
Exactly.
You can listen to it.
I don't want to listen to it.
Okay. But the choice is there. Anyway, so can you think of anything funny that you remember from when I was in the police? Like funny or a nice memory or something like that?
I just remember when you worked at PCYC in Burke, and I liked it because I got to go behind the canteen and just take lollies without having to pay for it because you'd pay for it later.
I'm glad you added that. And what's funny is that Mackenzie said the exact same thing. Can you remember how old you were when I was diagnosed with PTSD?
It was like maybe 13 or 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would have been...
Like in year 8.
Yeah, you would have been
9.
13.
Yeah.
Because I have been out for 4 years now.
Yeah.
So, all right. Can you share what it's been like in the last 4 years growing up with me and my PTSD?
I don't know. So it just becomes normal after a while.
I
don't really know. Just like, all I know is I'm not allowed to scare you anymore.
No
Very angry at that.
No jump scares.
No.
Yeah, which is disappointing for me too because I like scaring you guys and I kind of find it a bit hypocritical if I jump scare you and then you can't jump scare me. So I don't even do that. I used to do it to mum and dad all the time as well.
Yeah.
Like to my parents, but I can't even do that, which is really annoying. Can you remember me getting diagnosed with PTSD and what did you understand of it? And what did it mean to you?
No, I don't remember. I just don't remember it happening.
Yeah, but you obviously remember.
I just remember you leaving the cops. That's the only big thing that I remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember you actually telling us that you had PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just there.
It was just that. I don't remember that bit.
Yeah, fair enough. In what ways has my PTSD affected our daily life or routine?
I guess you sort of just like in some ways stopped doing a lot of things, but like at the same time like haven't because like you work like you do stuff from home now, so like you're like able to do more, but like sometimes like you've been less present, if that makes sense. Even though you've been there, you've just been less present,
Yeah.
if that makes sense, like emotionally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes total sense.
Yeah.
But I think maybe probably the biggest thing for you kids, is that I've been present, maybe not mentally present, but physically present in terms of before and after school when normally I'd be at work and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So,
But like at the same time, like you never like well like you sort of just like stopped coming like I don't even know, like I don't know, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro.
Yeah. All right, next question.
Needs more dragons.
Next question.
I feel like this is going to be a really short episode.
Question. Am I supposed to give long? Was Mackenzie giving better answers?
No, there's no right or wrong here, Rory.
Well, I want to know.
Um, were there times when you felt confused or unsure about how to react when I was having a tough day?
No, I just felt angry at
Angry.
you for no reason.
Okay, so you're.
I don't know, because it just like almost felt like in a way that like I couldn't like act the same way that I could around you anymore, and it like was like I was like angry at that. I was like I had to change my whole life around you as well.
Yeah.
Like the way I behaved in certain situations, I had to fix that, and like just made me angry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is anger your go-to emotion?
probably.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Um.
Can it hear us?
Yeah, it
Like
can hear us.
I feel like it can't hear me properly.
Well, maybe if you sit a little bit
No,
closer.
but then what if you watch it back and you can't hear me at all?
It is going to take. So
You just you put an American accent.
so after the short pause, we have been able to, what's the word?
Decide.
No,
Conclude.
conclude that yes, it is recording Rory's voice as well. All right, next question. How did it make you feel when I experienced triggers or flashbacks? How did it make you feel when I was having issues with my anger? I think,
I don't think I remember you having issues with your anger.
yeah,
Because I just feel like we've like I don't know, because I just like remember like year 7, year 8 where like I was already like being angry all the time. Like, and we were just like constantly fighting. So
yeah,
I think that's why I don't recognize it so much, because I was already having my own issues around that time, and I was just like constantly yelling at you.
yeah.
Like, fun story, guys. It was Mum's birthday one time, and I didn't realize it was her birthday. It wasn't that I forgot her birthday, it's just that I thought her birthday was the next day. Like, I thought I got my days confused. Wake up in
Can
school.
I just make a side note here that this isn't a fun fact? This is just a fact. Nothing fun about it.
And then anyway, I like wake out of bed, normal day, normal screaming match between Mum and I. Honestly, it happened quite often, like back then. And then like she was like, "Nah, you can find your own way to school." Then she comes back in, and then like we just been screaming at each other for ages. And then I get to school, right? After like, I didn't hear you say that.
Okay, because I sat in the car. Oh, actually, it might have just been Mackenzie in the car.
Yeah, because I
Because
wasn't in
none of the other two had wished
Yeah,
me happy
you
birthday.
kicked me out of the car. You said I wasn't allowed. You were like find your own way to school.
Yeah, but I ended up driving you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. After you like drove off for a little bit too.
Mm.
I think you
Yeah,
drove
well,
off
and I
and came
chucked a
back.
tantrum because Rory was chucking an even bigger tantrum, and I've gone. I think it was just Mackenzie in the car, and goes, "Nobody ever remembered it's my fucking birthday." And then
I didn't hear that.
no, Rory didn't hear that, and then
And then like I get to school and I go to my friend. It's my mum's birthday tomorrow, and I haven't even gotten her a birthday present. Like, and we had a massive argument this morning. I think I'm supposed to recover from that. And then she goes, someone says the date. It's like, oh yeah, it's the 15th today. I was like, hold on. Anyways, actually, like my heart literally dropped. I was like, oh, how could I forget that it's my mum's birthday?
and then be a bitch that whole morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, but let's just go back to the anger things. What about when I've had my moments at basketball?
Like what moments?
Like where I've cracked the shits and
Well, I just like don't like when people do that in general. I think it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Even though like I do it sometimes too, but it's different when I do it.
Yeah, but it's just as
Obviously.
embarrassing for
Fuck,
us.
fuck you. It's just like
Yeah.
embarrassing. I'm just like, can you just shut up? No, because the thing is, like, you never made any sense. You didn't make sense when you were angry about it.
It doesn't make sense. It's just like when you get angry as well.
No,
Like,
when
it's,
I get
nothing's
angry.
rational.
No, it's rational when I get angry. Anyway, next question, please. This is good content, Mum.
It is great content. I love
the
it.
viewers are learning a lot.
The listeners are learning a lot.
Same.
Did you ever feel scared or helpless when I was struggling with my PTSD symptoms? Can I answer this for you?
Sure.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess like I don't really know. I honestly don't think I remember much of it.
Yeah.
Like the early days being diagnosed. Like what I remember, like the first recognition, like the first like main memory I have of you is when I found out Payne died. Payne killed himself, right?
Oh, yeah.
Was when I found like I remember that because I remember you like I don't remember exactly what happened. I dreamt in song format.
Stop writing
Sorry.
jokes.
I just like remember that happening because you said some stuff about that and then like you went to the funeral and stuff like that. And then I remember you talking about the car crash, you leaving the cops, and then between you leaving the cops and your first trip to hospital, like I don't remember
Yeah,
anything that happened. Like
and
I
that
honestly
was
like
2.5 years.
yeah, like
So, and the only thing you remember is Painy.
Penny.
Painy.
Oh
Pain.
yeah, Penny. And this other one guy who I didn't know but you guys knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, just to give everybody a little bit of context, I went off in February 21. A colleague at work died by suicide. I didn't know, I had met him a couple of times, but didn't really know him. And then a couple of months after that, at the end of May, another colleague of mine also died by suicide, and he was a good mate. Like he was my supervisor and stuff like that.
Like
So I think
I'd met him a couple
yeah,
of times as well.
yeah, and Rory
Like
met his kids, and
yeah, like I just like remember that one more than anything.
yeah,
Like but then like in between those moments, like I don't really remember anything. Like I think maybe I remember like a few of your crash outs, but like nothing like crazy.
Yeah.
Nothing. I just remember the moment. I don't actually remember exactly what happened.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
I think
Yeah.
I've been pretty good at masking it too, and I think particularly in the first 2.5 years before my first hospital trip, I was pretty good at putting on the smile
Yeah.
and
But like
doing
I
all
don't
that too.
like I also just like remember like I would talk to my friends about it. Like I talked to my like I remember like going to school the next day and telling my friends about Painy. Like I remember like telling my friends like, oh my days, like this has just happened. Like I remember saying like mum's not okay. Like I remember like you were very visibly distressed. And like I remember saying that I was like I just like don't know what's happening at the moment.
Mm.
But like other than that, like I don't really remember anything else.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I think I've just all wiped it from my brain probably.
Yeah. And that's easy to do.
Yeah.
I do it. Stop looking at the questions.
What are you putting in front of me?
Have you learned to communicate with me when I'm feeling how have you learned to communicate with me when I'm feeling triggered or anxious? I don't think that's probably particularly
True.
no, because we're either best of mates or worst of enemies, aren't we?
We haven't been arguing a lot
No, I know.
recently. Like I feel like I've gotten like there's only like I just remember like arguing with you a lot more in the early stages. Like but like I think we've definitely gotten better now.
Mm.
But like I just like have never been able to like communicate well to other people, like regardless of like when I'm upset and they're upset.
Yeah.
Like I've never been able to communicate well to those people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were there moments when you felt like you didn't know how to help me or where I could have explained my needs better?
I definitely like remember feeling like nothing I could do would make you feel happy. Like I definitely like sorry, I read that one too. Are you gonna let her pay you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, like I just like definitely remember like not being like thinking that I'm not gonna be able to make you happy. Like I like feel like I remember a few times like you know when someone's upset and you try to crack them a joke, you know, to make them laugh and make them happy. Like we'd like constantly be doing that, but like it just like wouldn't work. You would just be like, espresso. Can we let her in?
No,
Oh, okay.
we're nearly finished.
I just remember like trying to like make you feel happy, but then knowing that like it's actually not. Like you would probably like laugh, but like you can just like tell you're not making that person happy like whatsoever. And they're just like, yeah, yeah. I don't think like you could have explained your emotions more because I feel like everyone had a fair understanding of what was going on, and like everyone understand like you need to be careful what you say around mum, and like you need to be like. I remember like we weren't allowed to talk about the cops around you, like when it first happened. Like we really had to like pretty much keep that off topic, like, and then like we couldn't like mention anything about like suicide or anything like that either.
Yeah.
Like that was completely off topic. Like I just like, yeah.
Were you ever concerned I was going to try to harm myself?
Like yes and no. Like I know that like you've said things in the past that like confirmed to me that you wouldn't, but just like at the same time, like you never know what someone's gonna do. Like so obviously like that's something like I don't know if you know about this, but like you remember last year. No, actually, I spoke to my therapist about this actually, and she said I needed to speak to you about it, but I never did. But yeah.
So we're gonna do it.
But yeah, no, like there definitely have been times like I've been like, like what's mum gonna do? Like especially like being more anxious about it. Like already like I already know that I have like I'm always anxious about everything, but just like when you would not tell me where you were going, or like you wouldn't tell me what you were doing, or like you were out past like I felt like I was a mum worrying about the teenager. Like I was just like, oh my days, like something's happened. Like it wasn't always necessarily like that you've killed yourself or something like that, but it was more like also just like she's gotten into a car accident, she's dead, and I'm never gonna see her again. Like it just like always like those thoughts. Like, and that's why I would always get so angry at you, like, when you wouldn't tell me, like, where you were. And you'd be like, I don't need to tell you stuff, though. I was like, but you do need to tell me stuff. And you'd be like, no, I don't. I'm like, yeah, you do. Like, I didn't, like, communicate why I wanted you to tell me things, but, like...
Because that's good insight for me. And this is the first time I'm hearing this. So, and in hindsight, I can now go, okay, well, Rory's reaction now is justified because it's not because she was being a controlling parent. It was because she was being a concerned daughter. And I think that's where the difference is. And I'm sure if you had have communicated that to us or to me earlier, then we could have maybe not.
But at the same time, fights, but I've always like never wanted to communicate like things about that to you because it just like, oh well, what can trigger her? You know, like.
But it's easier to say it then we can work through it together.
Yeah, but it's not always easy to say stuff.
No, I know.
As you know, so...
Sometimes we just need to rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah. Anyway, next question.
Okay, we're on to the next question. Rory.
No, it's ASMR.
I don't even know what that means.
It's therapeutic.
Did you develop any coping strategies to deal with my PTSD as you grew up?
I don't think so.
We just sort of dealt with it, isn't it? Like sort of more on a day-to-day basis. I think probably the biggest thing for you kids is me being absent for treatments and stuff.
Yeah. Like that one, I just like, hey, I remember your first trip to hospital and then after that you went to New Zealand.
Yeah.
I was like so pissed off, and like when you went to America as well, I was so angry because like I just felt like, because obviously you're still going to have to be going to hospital like for 3 weeks at a time to get these like treatment dosages, but then I just like remember like feeling robbed of like having more time with you. It was just like, and then you went to New Zealand without us and you're like, oh, it's to make me feel better. I was like, yeah, I get that, but at the same time, like you're missing out on so many things. Like I cannot express to you how mad I was at you for missing Mackenzie's graduation. Like, I don't think I've ever been mad at you for missing something that I was in that moment, because that made me realize...
Let's just set the scene. It was an assembly, and a graduation assembly. I actually made it to her formal graduation.
Yes. But anyway, like, that was where she walked up, like, shook hands, got her, like, diploma, whatever thing it is. I don't actually know. Certificate, I guess. And, like, I just, like, I called you. I was like...
Yeah, you were mad.
Yeah, I was like, did you even try to come down for the day? And you were like, no. I was like, wow, you haven't even tried to come and see your daughter when she's graduating, like on her last day ever of high school, you haven't come to see her. And I guess in that moment it really clicked that like because of this, mum's gonna be missing so many milestones, like, and it just like made me so angry. It was just like like, and then you went to America. I was like, what? Without us again? I'm like, bloody hell. Like, you're, like, it's, I guess that hurt more too because it was like you were actively choosing to be away from us. Whereas, like, in hospital, like, you don't necessarily have a choice because you have to go there to better yourself.
Mm.
But then, like, I remember talking to Pippa about it and telling her about this. And she goes, like, that helps her feel better as well. And I was like, well, it's unfair to me that I have to miss out on time with my mum just for her to feel better, if that makes sense.
But
Yeah.
then don't forget, I'm also spending time with my parents
Yeah, I know.
too by doing that. So, because both New Zealand and America, I went with my parents. So,
Yeah. But I have time with my grandparents too.
Hmm.
I only see them when you see them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever felt like you had to be the strong one in the family because of my PTSD? I think we sort of touched on that when you said that you worried if
Yeah,
you didn't.
definitely. I think this doesn't have to do with your PTSD, but it was definitely around the time we were diagnosed with Ava and her head bleed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I definitely remember like finding out about that, and I think this sort of like just sets the scene for how it was with you and your PTSD. I was like, I remember finding out about that in front of everybody and being like, okay, like everyone else is crying, I can't cry. Like somebody has to be like somewhat less reaction to everything, and I just remember coming back in here to play The Sims.
Yeah.
And then crying then, like when everybody else was gone. But like, yeah, I just definitely feel like everybody, like, especially because like Mackenzie and like Clifford were quite emotional then, like they were like the second, like, any, not, Clifford was probably like
But he was young.
yeah. I just like definitely remember being like, okay, I need, like, and for Dad as well, because I know Dad like doesn't show his like emotions at all, and like I know he's very like reserved in that retrospect, but I definitely remember like needing to like show everybody like, yeah, like it's okay, we'll get through it, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
How do you take care of yourself and your own well-being while being there for me?
I go to my therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
You talk a lot about me.
At the start we did, like at the start we did like every time I like, yeah, at the start we did, and then we started just talking about like the feelings that I was experiencing with you and like the underlying undercurrents of it. I don't know why I said underlying undercurrents, the same thing. But like the reasons why I was feeling that way about you. And that was when we discussed like me being like anxious about you being out all the time.
Yeah.
Like it's just like now it's not so much about you. Now it's more like I tell her like when you've gone away to hospital, because like that's when I generally find myself being like the whole, I don't know like if anyone's told you this, but like when you're away, the whole household, like everyone is like so much more emotional than what they would be. Like there's constant fighting between me and Clifford and Mackenzie, and like even Dad. Like even though Dad and I don't usually fight, but like there's just like always like arguments between like, oh, I'm doing more than you know, I'm doing more than you, like emotions are just like heightened to 100.
Yeah.
And like there's pretty much like at least a disagreement like every single night. But like I can't remember my original point. Oh, sorry.
Did you not?
That's my alarm.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry.
How has my PTSD or has my PTSD affected your relationships with friends, family, or other people in your life?
I think I definitely like open up to my friends a lot more than what like I did. Like I definitely like they were definitely a source of help for me, like when I was first going through it, like especially Brianna. Like Brianna's like been through like the start pretty much to the like to where we are now of it. So like I definitely like just like found myself talking to them a lot more about things and recognizing how important it is to like get things off of your chest. Like now like I also make sure that I'm doing that for my friends as well, because like I definitely know what it feels like to like not want to feel like a burden on someone for like expressing how you feel. But like I recognize that like when I really needed someone to talk to and my friend Brianna was there, like it made my life so much easier because I knew that like if I was having a hard day, like I could just explain to her why I was probably being a bitch, and she'd be like, yeah, what happened?
It's alright.
Oh, I thought a phone died, but it's not, just I can't die. Sorry. And then what?
This is going to be an awesome episode. I love it.
And then anyway, like, yeah, I just remember, like, definitely made me recognize how important it is to, like, make sure you're not feeling like a burden when you're talking to other people. And if you're with the right group of friends, like, they're not going to make you feel like that whatsoever. And they understand that even though they're annoyed at you for being a bitch, that, like, they understand that, like, there's other things that you're dealing with. Oops. And then, like, they can help you work through it. Like, Brianna definitely helped me work through a lot of things, like, when I was, like, angry and stuff like that all the time. So, yeah.
Okay.
I think it helped my friendships and helped me pick good friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. How did it make you feel when I was retired from the police?
Do you want my, like, honest opinion?
This is what it is.
I was like, we're gonna go broke. We're gonna be poor. Because, like, I didn't know, like, how medical retirement,
Yeah, yeah.
like, worked and stuff like that. So I was like, oh my days, like,
Well, you were 13.
yeah, I was like, what's gonna happen? Like, we've just, like, moved into this, like, new house,
Mm.
like, that we've built and, like, paid, like, a ton of money for. Like, how on earth are we ever gonna, like, repay this? And, like, I was definitely worried a lot economically. I don't know why I was,
Yeah.
but, like, I definitely was. I was like, yeah, anyway. But then, what was the question again?
The question was, how did it make you feel when I retired?
Yeah, but then I was also sort of just, like, happy as well, because I was like, oh wow, more time with mum. Like, mum's gonna be home all the time. And, like, I really enjoyed it when he started making breakfast for us and,
Yeah.
like,
And driving you to school.
and driving us to school, because I hated catching the bus to passion. I hated that so much. It was so annoying. Like, I would wake up at, like, stupid o'clock in the morning to get on the bus at, like, 7:30 to not even be at school until 9 o'clock. I'm sitting on the bus. Like, oh, it didn't make sense to me.
So
Yes.
Rory's very happy that I no longer work because I can take her to and from
Yes.
school.
Well, no, now I drive myself.
Yes.
But, like, especially making breakfast in the mornings. When you're away, I don't make myself breakfast.
Or lunches.
Or lunches, no.
Now, I know I had issues with this question for myself, but do you have any issues with identity when I wasn't a cop anymore?
No.
No.
Well, I guess, like, not necessarily, because, like, most people refer to me, like, if they know you guys. So at this, like, when I first went to high school, like, I would, like, they'd be like, oh, what are your parents do? I'm like, oh, my parents are cops. Like, easiest way to explain it. And, like, some people, like, don't know, like, obviously, like, you're retired from the cops. So I still get people being like, oh, your parents are cops, right? I'm like, oh, no, not my mom anymore. My mom's, like, out of the cops, but my dad is. But I've never, like,
Yeah.
it was never my identity. Like,
Yeah.
if dad left the cops now, I feel like I would struggle with that more, because, like, everybody knows dad for,
Yeah.
like, either, like, through basketball being scary, and I feel like, I don't know, the cops just, like, prosecutor just, like,
Just
ties in.
personifies.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Are there any things you've learnt about yourself or about mental health from living with PTSD in the family?
Not really.
I think you've touched on it already. You're probably not aware of it, but you being able to be more forthcoming with your friends
Yeah.
and more open and things like that.
Yeah, definitely. But it's also just, like, I don't know, because, like, I obviously still have, like, I'm still, like, working through that as well with, like, my own issues
Yeah.
too. Like, I guess just, like, seeing you live through it also made me realize, like, I actually need to, like, tell people how I'm actually feeling,
Yeah.
because otherwise, like, nothing's gonna happen. Because I remember, like, in year 7, when we would get into a big argument, and this was, like, when I knew I was struggling, like, really badly with, like, self-image and, like, anxiety and stuff like that. We would get into a big argument because, like, I was just boiling all my emotions up. And then I would say at the end of, like, nobody likes me, like, everybody hates me, like, you guys don't like me. And then I remember you would say, like, you're just saying that because, like, we've just had a big argument and you don't like how it turned out. But then I remember actually having to, like, go to you and be like, no, it's not the big argument. Like, I feel like this all the time. It's just that I don't tell anybody that. So when we get, like, a slight disagreement and then, like,
Yeah.
explodes, that's when I tell you how I'm feeling,
Yeah.
which obviously isn't good, because, like, you're obviously, like, full of, like,
Well, we're both
emotions.
times, yeah.
Yeah, like, probably, like, both full of emotions, and, like, you obviously, like, when you know you're full of emotions, you say things that you don't actually mean. So, like, I think that's what was going through your head when I was saying stuff. But, like, yeah, definitely just, like, also recognizing that, like, sometimes what people say in them, like, when they're heightened is exactly what they're thinking most of the time, and they just, like, can't express it any other way than in that emotion that they feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you want people to understand about living with somebody with PTSD?
Definitely that like it definitely has its ups and downs. Like it's no like I mean I guess it's like it's just like pretty much different every single day. Like sometimes I don't know what I'm gonna get. Like I might leave for school and mum's all happy jolly and then I come back from school and like she's like not in the best mood. But like it's definitely like I don't recommend it for anybody. Like
Well, yes, I certainly wouldn't be picking this path for anybody.
no, but like I think at the same time, like knowing that someone like having someone that you love struggle like mentally can also like help build resilience and stuff like that. So I feel like sometimes it's a blessing in disguise. Like sometimes like I feel like it's am I supposed to what's the question again?
What would you want people to understand about living with somebody
Yeah.
with PTSD?
Well, like obviously I can't speak for everyone who has PTSD because like there's so many different like types of it and people have it for different reasons and like triggers are definitely different. But the way you have to tread around people with PTSD, I would say like universally, like you have to definitely tread more lightly around them, especially like in their early stages where they're still learning how to like cope with their emotions and their triggers. Like you just like never know what's gonna set them off, and you have to be like ready to like know like to just like walk away. Even like I never walk away from an argument.
No, you don't.
But
You do as I say, not as I do.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Just like knowing like when to walk away, pretty much.
Yeah.
And knowing that like it gets better and then it gets worse. And it gets better and like it gets worse. It's just like up and down in waves. But definitely like for our family, I definitely also feel like it's brought us closer. Like in a sense that like people like we're a little bit more open to talking about like how we feel mentally and stuff like that, which is something that I think every family probably needs to do.
Yeah, I think that's been a good benefit out of it. I think we have become a lot more vocal about our emotions and feelings and things like that.
Yeah.
Is there anything you wish others had done differently to support us or you?
Not necessarily like I mean like what can you do?
No.
Like there's like I don't know, I guess maybe like I mean like because Pippa and Pop were like offering to like I'm pretty sure I remember like offering to take us kids for a little bit or something like that as well. Like there's not much that like you can do because it's like again different for everybody. I guess I don't really know.
Yeah, it's hard because we don't live anywhere near our family anyway. So
yeah, exactly.
We don't see them a lot.
Yeah.
What message would you want to share with other children or family members of people with PTSD?
Definitely like even though you're not experiencing it, definitely talk to somebody about it because like it's like almost like secondhand smoke, you know, like the emotions that like your like loved one is feeling around you can definitely rub off on you. So you definitely need to like talk to someone about it. Like if you don't want to see a psychiatrist or anything like that, you don't have to, but like definitely like as I said, like have a good friend or like a trusted somebody that you can talk to just so you can get your emotions out because like there's nothing worse than bottling up your emotions.
That's very insightful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rory.
I'm full of knowledge.
Is there anything else you'd like to say about our journey and how we've navigated life with PTSD?
Mum smells. Sorry, no, keep going.
Let me read that. Is there anything else you'd like to say about our journey and how we've navigated life with PTSD together?
I think we've touched on everything.
Yeah.
No. Any insights that you can have?
Not really, no. It's nice not having to work.
Do you guys want to know something too, though? I'm the favourite child.
Yes. I'm pretty sure Mackenzie said the same thing, and I also said she's the favourite child.
I literally am, though. Okay, guys, I'm here with the thought of the week. Are you guys ready for it? Very insightful. I found it on Pinterest. Your direction is more important than your speed.
That's a good one, right?
Yep.
Well, thanks for...
First one that popped up.
Put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, I didn't have to search it up.
Well, thanks for listening. We hope you've learned something about us or at least had some giggles, and we'll catch you next week. Thanks.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Mad Mel's Mic. I'm Melissa Smith, and I hope you've enjoyed listening. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram, and don't forget to like and follow. Have a great week, and don't forget to be kind to yourself.